Alright guys, so I gotta admit, I'm a little bit jealous about something because as somebody who graduated school in America and then seeing how amazingly fun the graduations look here in Sweden, I gotta say I'm pretty jealous that I didn't graduate in Sweden and that I had the American graduation experience. But in this video, I got somebody that did have the wonderful opportunity to graduate from a Swedish school versus me, who, I mean, graduation is still cool in America, but we're gonna highlight and tell you guys some of the differences because wow, is it different. So before we get into these differences, this man needs no introduction because he's been on my channel several times now before, including on my favorite video ever, IKEA Road, my only music video that I ever made.
Yeah, that's true.
Inspired and made by this guy who is a very good musician. And so Max reached out to me and he's like, yo, I'm releasing a new song, you wanna hear it? I was like, wow, this song is dope. Like, this song is really, really good. And he's like, cool, you want to help me promote it? I was like, yeah, sure, because I love his work. And so we're doing a little contest and we want to have a reward in it for you guys. So if you guys sign up for his song in the Spotify pre-save link.
Yeah, it's just a pre-save link. It's right below.
We will randomly select one of the people that has pre-saved the song and we'll give you a live performance on maybe Instagram video of us performing IKEA Road.
Yeah.
I have to brush up on the lyrics because it was
Me
about,
too,
a year ago that we made this song.
Yeah.
We will perform a song for you guys live for one of you lucky winners, and we'll see how it goes.
And then hang out, and you could probably ask us some questions and stuff.
Totally. So check out the song pre-save link below,
Right
and let's
below.
jump into today's video on graduation.
Cool.
So I've written down some things here because I was reading up on it because we got some key terminology here that we want to go over. The first thing I want to ask you about is the studentmössa.
Oh yeah, I actually brought one.
Yeah.
I got one for you. I brought you my old one. So I graduated all the way back in 2015.
Okay.
So I don't think things have changed too quickly.
Yeah.
So here
Dude,
you
these
go.
are sweet. I always thought that the Swedish graduation hats were like, they're kind of like the sailor hats. I don't know. I think they look really good.
But you look pretty good in it too.
Yeah,
To be honest, with my hair at the time, I didn't have like too long hair. It was a stage between half long and not long, so I just looked horrible in it. So yeah.
See, in both countries we wear nice clothes, but in America you don't really see the clothes underneath because you're wearing like a gown, like a robe. You look like a priest at church almost. And then you have this like hat that's like really funny looking. It's like a cap and it's got like a square on top.
Picture here.
Yeah. Needless to say, I do not think I looked very good in that one. I think.
Do you have a picture of you? Do you have a picture of you?
Yeah, I do somewhere.
Can't you throw it up just for the fans?
all right.
For the fans.
Here's a picture of me. I was dumb. I was an honor student, so I had.
Oh,
like
really?
I had like the special thing you're supposed to wear around your neck, and just to be stupid, I tied it around my waist. I think so.
Sure.
Yeah, I was trying to accentuate the outfit, but it's just dumb.
Just trying to make a nice belt, a nice sachet.
Yeah. And then you guys maybe see in like movies and stuff at the end of the graduation, people will like throw their hats in the air. Oh, there's this little tassel, and I think it's like when it's on the left side, you haven't graduated yet, and then after everybody receives their diploma, you move it to the other side, and then you're like, I'm out of here, and then you throw the hat in there, and then...
Isn't that a wonderful you to institution?
Yeah, peace,
done.
see you later.
Gone.
But I like the Swedish hats a little bit more. I think they're nice, and people are just like walking.
clean.
People walk around town just like wearing these hats, walking around the town. You'd never see somebody walking around town in a American graduation cap. You'd be
Well,
like,
it's
"What the
also
heck is this guy
because
doing?"
it's also because when you graduate in Sweden, you're 18 or 19.
Yeah.
So then it's kind of like a significant. Oh, this is I'm grown up now. I can walk around. I can go to bars.
With
I
a
can
sailor
do
hat.
that. Yeah, I know a couple of places that'll just let people in because they're wearing this shit.
Okay.
Because it's like, oh, you're 18
Yeah.
or you're 19.
And so you guys buy just the hat then, right?
Yeah.
Because in
We
America,
buy
we
that,
have
but
to...
you could buy more, and that's what's. Yeah, I don't really know how to think about it. You could buy like a gold pen and like a lot of novelty stuff. But
those
the
are
hat
nice,
is important.
Those are nice things that you can use again. I mean, I don't know if you'd wear the hat after you graduate.
No, but it's like
a good
everybody
keepsake.
has a hat.
Yeah.
So then if you don't get a hat,
that's how you know I wasn't a real Swede. I don't have a hat.
Yeah, damn.
But
and it's also like we like to follow some tradition. We don't have too many religious tradition or whatever. So then when we do have some tradition, we kind of like to keep it tight, I guess.
Okay.
Yeah, in Sweden. So
the next thing I wanted to ask you about is the utspringet.
Yeah.
What does that mean to you?
That just means that you run to the place where you get a photo taken with your high school class at the time. Okay. At the time, my high school class was, I don't know, they were interesting people, or whatever.
Kind of like yourself.
Yeah, kind of like myself. I didn't really go to a normal school or whatever. So then we ran to just a bunch of stairs where parents were waiting with like huge signs of baby pictures.
Yeah, I think that's kind of cool. We actually do a similar thing, but it's in our yearbook, because at the end of the year there's a yearbook, and all the seniors, your parents can submit your baby photos actually. Yeah. So that is similar, but here it's like people walking around town with the baby photos on the side.
Just naked babies everywhere and just wave them around.
It's better for Instagram actually, because people are taking photos next to their baby photos and stuff. And ours is just yearbooks are cool, but I like the signs too. It's kind of nice.
They are sweet.
You guys don't really have yearbooks though.
No, we don't. But people just write in your hat. So people have written in my hat. Okay. People already then knew that I was going to do weird stuff. Max the Rapper, good luck. My personal Canadian.
Yeah.
The Canadian alien.
There it says Puss Heart. I mean, you can only write that in the Swedish one. If you wrote Puss in an American yearbook, people would maybe be offended. So
that's pretty good, though.
You were always the thing that if you were really lazy in America and you just like, I don't even know this person, they wanted me to sign the yearbook, they'd write like hags. Have a great summer. They're too lazy to even write it out.
Yeah, I got that.
And then there's that one person that like you barely even knew, and they just like wrote hags like super big, so the people you actually cared about couldn't even like have space to.
Fucking Tigger. Yeah. He wrote massive, like, hey. That's all he did.
Everybody has that guy.
Yeah. So. That guy. He's a good guy.
Actually, I've been in a service because I was a teacher in the middle school, so they didn't have the fancy hats and stuff at the middle schools.
They had other stuff.
They had other stuff, and they actually had the ceremony at a church.
At a church?
And it was the only time I'd ever been to a Swedish church, actually, because most of the people here are not avid churchgoers. I mean, there's people that go to church, but it's way less common here than the States.
At least not in Stockholm. You can get different areas around Sweden. I know Jönköping has a lot of religion.
The Swedish Bible Belt.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah,
but it's still it's not too huge.
But it was interesting that they had their ceremony at the, and I was thinking, well, the Swedish schools, they don't necessarily have the same great places for public gatherings like American schools would, where they have like sports fields and basketball courts and theaters for plays and stuff. The venues at schools are much more conducive to hosting big events and having a lot of people, whereas in Sweden they don't necessarily have those large community spectator sorts of events in the building.
Yeah, there are like high school football isn't really a thing.
No.
You know what I mean? No. So we do have, I guess, like high school basketball, but people play basketball mostly outside of high school, outside, recreationally. You know? And then from there you can do stuff, but there aren't really football, like high school rivalry between teams. Unless the school is really, really close to another high school, then you can bet that they hate each other just for the fun of it. You know?
Interesting.
Yeah.
So you guys have your Utspringet. We also have something called the Senior Skip Day.
Hey, what's that?
Tell me about it. Seniors have a lot of things. Like they have the senior prank and they have the senior skip day. Skip day is when all the seniors, they just decide to skip class one day.
Okay.
And there's nothing the teachers can do about it because everybody does it. So it's like, all right, they have their one special day. And then the senior prank.
Are the cool kids the guys that actually show up to class?
No. That's the ones that are really
that's me.
Really trying to impress the teachers. But I would say I think.
No, wait, that was you. You were an honor student.
Well,
I was definitely not an honor student.
I was not even at the high school my last year because I was in a program where I could enroll in college at the same time.
Oh, wow.
So I didn't even get to enjoy the senior skip day because I couldn't just skip my college classes because kids at my high school were not going to school.
You're saying you were too smart for senior skip day.
I wouldn't. I don't want to like be self-complimentary, but I did
Just
that.
say yes. Say yes.
Yeah, sure. Yeah,
Genius.
I was not cool enough to skip school. I guess you can put it that way.
Okay, cool.
But senior pranks were the best. Every senior class does a different prank. Like one year, there was like I think they took cows and like walked them up the stairs of the school, and so you had a bunch of cows on the second floor of the building, and cows cannot walk downstairs.
Oh, really?
So they're like, how the hell do we get rid of all these cows? That was one of the pranks. Or there was
Did
one
they write
time.
Numbers on
one. No, this takes me to another class that I heard about. They took 2 pigs and they numbered them 1 and 3.
Exactly. I was about to say.
So they were
like
looking for pig number 2 the whole time.
Yeah.
But my absolute favorite prank was
That's great.
one year a bunch of people released crickets all over the school. Everywhere you went, you'd never hear silence. It was just cricket, like the chirping noises wherever you go.
No, that's a good cricket impression.
Was watching
Cricket.
One year I was watching a school play, and there was like a night scene, and it was all quiet, and you could actually hear the crickets chirping in the background. And I was like, wow, this is some good sound effects. It's like the prank actually worked out good. So it's usually in good fun, but the seniors will get away with doing some of that.
Dude, who just has cows on short notice though? You know what I mean?
Dude, I went to a pretty country school, you know what I mean?
You grew up in Portland, right?
Yeah, but I actually grew up in a suburb that was north of Portland, and it was...
Oh, Canada.
Not quite that far.
That's what people have called my country, by the way. The 51st state, or just, north of New York.
It seems like it. So yeah, the other thing I wanted to ask you about was the flakket.
Oh yeah.
Was I saying that right?
That's the only thing that I think we do that seems really fun outside of it. But when you're on it, it takes forever. And you're not allowed to drink like hard liquor or like you can, but you could get kicked off, I guess.
Okay.
Our school was kind of stingy with it, so then I really wanted to bring some other shit on board.
Okay.
And I tried, but all of it was taken away. So then I could only have 3 5s or lower, like beer.
Okay.
You know what I mean? And that's like the normal. And if you throw it out or you throw it off the tractor or whatever you're driving on, the barge, right? What do you call a barge?
Well, now in Corona times, people are doing these on boats, but in
Norrköping, other things.
In Norrköping, when I lived there, people would be on these big tractor things and
exactly.
honking the horns and doing champagne bottles and partying and listening to disco music.
It looks really fun, but when you're on top of it, it's like my music wasn't playing, not mine literally. I mean, like hip hop wasn't playing. They were playing the same shitty tunes the entire. My class was, whatever. If you're out there, I'm here now.
So
you want to edit out that part?
I'll probably take all the F words out. It's interesting because the students in Sweden, when they graduate, they're legal drinking age here.
Yeah.
Whereas when you graduate in America, you're 18, and so you're not allowed to drink till you're 21. And so we have like our after graduation party, and we'll like go to like a water park or something and do something fun and have an overnight party. But there's no alcohol involved, and if you're caught with any sort of alcohol, you'll get kicked out. The last thing I wanted to ask you about was the diplomas, because in America, when you do the graduation ceremony, you walk up on the stage one by one. They call out your name, your diploma handed to you, and then you walk off and go back to your seat. And it's basically you're sitting there for 2.5 hours, waiting for everybody to walk across the stage, shake all the principal and everybody's hand, take your diploma, and go sit down. It's very, very boring. But, they got all the families in the stands, and little Johnny got the name called. Yeah, Johnny did it. He actually graduated. It's like.
Is that what they did for you or your brother?
Yeah, well, I mean.
Oh, yeah, well, you were an honor student. Your brother, definitely.
Yeah,
Oh, he actually managed.
No, I mean, we were all, excited because it was a milestone in our lives, but I was also at the point where it's like, I don't want graduating high school to be like my peak achievement in life.
And here's something incredibly true. Everything in high school was meaningless for me.
Yeah.
No, but absolutely, I'm not doing anything in whatever I was studying.
Dude, even college. I have a master's degree.
You have a master's?
And now what I work with, I use pretty much nothing.
I know.
That I learned in college.
But not only that, like the high school, I might have 2 friends that I still hung out with at high school, but I hung out with them like in 9th grade as well. You know?
Yeah.
So it's like,
I mean, I loved school. I had great experiences in high school, college, and doing my master's, and I really enjoyed it. I just wish it wasn't so expensive in the U.S. because for somebody that's working with a completely different field and doing other types of things now. But I would never take it back because it was a great experience, and I learned a lot about those fields, and I learned a lot about myself, and it's something that I might use in the future someday. So it's always good stuff. But in Sweden with the diploma, do you get it at the ceremony, or how does
No. Not that I can remember.
Okay.
Maybe it's different now. Maybe the times have changed.
Yeah, those 3 years.
Maybe I'm old.
No, 5 years.
5 years.
Oh my God, I graduated in 2013, so that's 7 years
I
ago.
liked his little look he made when he actually just realized,
wow,
holy shit,
I like 2015,
graduated
like
7 years ago.
2015 seems like 3 years ago.
Yeah.
It was actually 5 years.
5 years, man.
Wow.
Time's flying. That's what I'm saying. Time flies. Okay.
Time flies, so enjoy it. Congratulations to everybody that's graduating. Enjoy it. That's all the advice I can give.
Yeah, get out of there as quickly as you can.
Time
Don't
flies.
look back.
Soon you're gonna be almost 26 like me, and everybody's gonna be calling you old. So.
Yeah.
Nobody,
me included.
Yeah, nobody likes you when you're 26. So
Or just nobody likes you.
Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't even have to do with age.
Yeah, that's right.
Nobody likes you. Get over yourself.
So hit the like button to give our ego a boost so that I know that people out there actually do like us. Go check out the pre-save link down in the description.
Click it. Click the thing.
Thanks for watching this video.
Do the stuff.
Comment your graduation experiences. And with that, we'll see you in the next one.
Max.
I just wanna roll, never let go. I don't wanna pull up or stop. Kicking everywhere that I ride. Wanna ride wherever alone. I'm lying that I'm saying that I'm driving when I'm holding out of my credit into my wallet, saving gas, simply rolling. I ain't anybody's any money. I'm barely